those up by accident. Isn't there some kind of book somewhere that we can figure out what the hell he was doing with? It'd be nice to have something like that. So what kind of depraved experiments he was conducting. Let's go figure out where the hell Jordas went to. I'll take this health potion too. I thought so. She's stuck up here. Well, I might as well go back through anyway. Since we're already over here. Oh, there's a journal right there. Notes and results. Let's see. So, what's it? Looks like he was trying to infuse some kind of elemental abilities into these guys. Well, obviously, because that's what was happening. Using alchemy. And various alchemic ingredients. Now, Gore's the one that's stuck, probably. Oh, God. Pathing needs to be fixed in this friggin' game. One of the worst qualities about this game. Crappy pathing. I'll Gore or catch up somehow. Teleportation or otherwise. What's that guy doing here anyway? That adventurer. There's Gore. Yep. So, we shall continue. So where are we right now? I want the local. So we're right here. We're going to come up this way and take the right path. And that'll take us up to whatever that is. I think it's just like a storehouse or something. Around here somewhere there should also be a dragon or at least some sort of exterior point at which we can get a word from or something. What the hell? A friggin' dinosaur. Holy crap, that thing is strong. Friggin' saber cat's brutal. I got both of them. Although to be fair, it was really this vampire and all the other stuff. That was really the problem.
Still here.
Still using that Nadachi, or whatever it's called. Yeah.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Let's see. Weights. I'm gonna go and give her the Dragon Bane. Just because. Oh, was that wearing Volsung? No, I'm wearing the Dragon Lord's helmet. I'll also give her a bunch of these.
Lead on.
Switch back over to my go loot this raptor real quick. Friggin' dinosaur. Oh, there are Triceratops too, I believe. So I guess it's not too much of a surprise. I think there is. I'm not entirely sure on that. I remember seeing one before though. Plus, you have those crazy little dinosaur-looking things too that aren't actually aggressive. So we're doing a pretty dang close here, and wherever this thing is at. It seems to be on this side, according to the map anyway. I got some fighting going on down there. Maybe that's it over there. There's a Dovahkier dragon. Crap, it's up here near this. That's not good. Yeah, I guess it is over here, isn't it? Let's go see what they're fighting about. And who's doing the fighting. Seems like some sort of mage. Oh, it's a Khajiit group. Oh no, it's orcs. Well, orc and a non-orc.
Talk to B first. She's the mouth of this operation.
Tidings, honored guest. My name is Beatrice. The raffish companion you see beside me goes by the name of Ursub. The timing of your visit is rather impeccable. Ursub has just secured a fresh skeever, which we hope to prepare at the top of the hour. We welcome you to join us in the consumption of this delectable feast.
A skeever?
Stupendous! Have you brought your own refreshments? Regardless, this host recommends you procure a bottle from the barrel adjacent to the tent. Our most treasured guest cannot intake a freshly prepared skeever without the plenary imbibing of a cold beverage. Why, there could be no other place. It is chosen by serendipity itself. Your presence makes our total attendance 3, each of us drawn by our curiosity to this dwarven obelisk. As for myself, I ventured from across the river, from a cave known as Thu'Mic without. For you see, I was once a member of the despicable clan of rogues and derelicts known as the Forsworn. A disagreement over refreshments led to my departure. Verily, I was not alone in my thirst, for as I ventured north, another came south. My associate Ursub was slaving in the mines of Mor Khazgur when a similar thirst afflicted him and sent him south to this location. It is for that reason that I have dubbed this settlement Les Khazgur. After all, as half the population is still Orc, By rule, it still classifies as a stronghold, more or less. Why the rule of estimation? If that is cause for confusion, allow this host to offer her guest an example. Take my associate here, who when standing is roughly 2 1/4 sword lengths in height. For the sake of brevity, he might tell a stranger he is only 2 sword lengths, which does indeed convey his general stature. Yet if you were to insist that he was 3 sword lengths in height, you would find the estimation absurd, the nearest round number being 2. Now suppose he were exactly 2 1/2 sword lengths in height. Why, his distance from the numbers 2 and 3 would be equal. In this instance, the rules state we choose the next highest round number when making an estimate. The same rule applies to the composition of this settlement. Given that there are half as many orcs and half as many Bretons, one might estimate that this settlement consists of all orcs and all Bretons.
Okay. I think,
True. With 2 Bretons and 1 orc, our status as an orc stronghold has now been revoked. We are now a fiefdom, evidently an all-female one. I wonder how Uzu would take the news. His figure is not well suited for a dress.
this person's a little bit, shall we say, insane? Holy crap.
Urzub is a fine host, and it is by virtue of his hunting skill that we are blessed with this current feast. Unfortunately, he is far less loquacious than I, especially in the presence of new guests. However, our guest may find that after a bottle of refreshment and some time by the campfire, the words flow faster than the Karth itself. We are troubadours, celebrators of life. We drink and we feast from twilight to cock's crow, in tribute to tradition and song. Many peddlers, hunters, and even forsworn will pay good coin for a warm fire, good drink, and a verse from the Poetic Edda. The Poetic Edda is part of the living history of Skyrim, first passed on orally and then through the written word. From the campfires of memorable days to the tavern halls of forgotten nights, the Poetic Edda is passed on and added to by each generation. All this through the pageantry of song, and while as our guest the honor of first verse is yours, I can fulfill this role in your stead. The choice falls onto you, humble traveler. If the gods bless and the mood strikes, then by all means feel free to recite. Oh, that was rather brilliant. Although traditionally in the Reach we prefer a slightly less grandiloquent reading of the Poetic Edda. Forgive my rudeness, but if you allow me to recite a similar verse, I would be most pleased. As our guest, you may judge its worthiness. Ahem. O Crantius, my spouse, licentious betrayer, your legend is lies, lurid and false, your conquest of a maid a con for the ages. No polishing of spears or lifting of tails, no kneading of loaves did this courtship endure. The maid was not one of mortal form, for on sunlit days she grazed in the pasture. Crantius satisfied himself without dignity or remorse. From across the farm the animals bayed in protest. But the mistress stood strong, House Kultul's truest protector. Her vengeance was instant, inconsolable death. And so ends the story of Crantius the Liar, a deviant and a scoundrel who we commit to the fire.
Poetry's garbage.
What is backwards or forwards depends on our orientation. As we are facing each other, it's only natural for us to have opposing opinions.
It was about that time to...
Good tidings. Why, dear guest, it was not more than 20 paces from where you stand. If this answer perplexes, allow me to recount the events that transpired. I had recently absconded from Thu'Mic Redoubt, with 2 bottles of refreshment on my person when I arrived at the bank of the river. Viewing the campfire in proximity to the Dwarven ruin, I attempted to cross the river, warily dipping my toes into rushing current. The water was as cold as it was irritable, so I decided to abandon this pursuit, given I am not well versed in the swimming craft. Yet no sooner did I return than a great big dragon swooped overhead, the force of which catapulted me into the water. I fought the current, kicking and gulping, and in my tantrum I managed to wedge my leg between 2 rocks. It was rather embarrassing, although I took some consolation in the fact that I was not the first to drown in such an inglorious manner.
Not the first, huh?
No, for laying in the rock beside me was a skeletal fellow, more bones than skin, and more clothes than bone. He seemed to have died from a fracture of the skull. His lifeless body was nestled comfortably beside the very rock that pinned my leg. Meanwhile, Urzub, having witnessed my folly, rushed to the river to rescue me, but I could only stare pensively at the spindly corpse in the river. Then I noticed his right hand seemed to glimmer like a bauble, which makes sense as he was clutching one. I reached for the bauble just as Urzub reached for me. He forced me out of the river like a bear swatting a salmon. When I first spoke to Urzub, I did not recognize the words, for there were none I had ever acquainted myself with before. The bauble, you see, was not a bauble. It was an amulet of articulation.
In other words, what you're wearing right now.
For our honored guest, we have the cleanest refreshment this world has to offer, although I cannot speak for the next. Now, when I say clean, I hope that I'm not misrepresenting the potency of our drink, as I am referring to a very specific type of clean. The word clean can be defined in a variety of ways. There is clean like the Koth River, and clean like the smell of a brisk summer breeze. There is a clean like the white of a freshly washed tunic, or clean like the inside of a recently scrubbed cauldron. Whether it is a clean river, a clean towel, or a clean shave, the difference is in the surface. Apropos of that, one might say clean refreshment and clean taste come when a drink washes smoothly over the surface of your tongue. The refreshments we have gathered, on the other hand, seek to clean the surface of the mind. It can be imbibed or inhaled, smoked or suckled, but the result is the same, crystal clarity. Urzub and I prefer not to use that term, as it is most derogatory. We prefer the term refreshment. After all, there is nothing negative about drinking a potion that allows you to stare into the face of the divines. There, one can inquire about everything from the meaning of life to the time of day. For the inquisitive mind, this can lead to entirely new avenues of creativity to explore.
No wonder these people are so screwed up.
Our guest is kind and well-intentioned, and this humble host thanks her for her concern. The host is quite aware of the stigma regarding our most treasured refreshment, and as of yet it has not affected her lucidity.
I think that's up for discussion. Take that friggin' necklace off and we'll see what happens. No audio, huh? That's interesting. What if it's one of those 3D NPCs? Skooma Den. Oh my god. This should be interesting.
Like B said, we're having rats for dinner. You in or out?
Happy at rats.
Sometimes you gotta squint real hard. Other times they camouflage themselves by turning the color of a bush.
Okay, I think
Them
he's...
skeevers can be real sneaky. Sometimes it'll take 2 or maybe 3 bottles before you spot one. But they're there. What's with that look? You think I'm mad or something? To the void with you, then.
Of course I do.
Fine.
They're freaking addicted to skooma.
People used to say I was as ugly as an orc. That's what paying for a seat in the arena gives you. Free reign.
Let's see what this is. Maybe they're not. Maybe it is a actual Skyrim NPC.
You fiend.
Let's see. Here it is. And now... Alright, so now we gotta go find Blackreach. That's me just heading down because we got that dragon up there. There's actually 2 dragons. There's one over there and then there's one down here. What's with that? Are they both Dovahkier dragons? There's what we'll do, I'll save it. And so in case I get my ass ended to me, we'll have somewhere to restart from. We're gonna go after this one. It's a closer one. And I might be able to escape by the other one if you go this way. Let's see what happens. This guy, another dragon. Pre-Loon. Here, let me help you with that toothache you got going there. God, Jordis has the dragon sword. Good riddance. Actually, it'll be gore. Everything's better bloody. We're gonna have to go back to Leveler's Tower. Yes, this goes back that way, so we're gonna have to go across. This way, we have to go this way. It kinda sucks, but oh well. Just have to deal with it. You see over there, it's the entrance to where we're going. That's definitely gonna be a Dovahkier dragon. Save it again. I'll see if it's one of the easy ones or not. What the hell? Oh, friggin' bear trap. What do we get these around here for? Oh, we got some friggin' Forsworn over here. Ouch. Oh, so they came from over here, huh? I better heal a bit. Getting low on health. Friggin' arrows are just crazy. What the hell was he using on me? Heavy Forsworn arrows? I guess that could be it. Is this an actual, like, full redoubt, or is this just a... I guess this is a full place, isn't it? So we can come back there if we want to, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go and fast travel to, Leveler's Tower. I'll store all the stuff there, and then we'll just end the recording session for tonight. I didn't render out the other night's footage, so we don't have a full hard drive to use. But that's fine. I want to get some other recording done tonight too for Final Fantasy VII and Xenosaga 2 as well. to the basement. Got a lot of stuff to store. Gore can carry like friggin' tons of stuff. I don't know exactly how many dragon bones he has, but he has a lot of them. You guys need to come over here so I can actually talk to you.
Still here. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Oh, very easily. By giving me some stuff. Let's see, dragon bones, first of all. That too. I'll leave the rest of that on you.
Let's get going now.
Yeah? Just leave me all the food.
Hey, look at all the stuff we got from him. Tons of stuff.
Alright then.
"24 dragon bones and scales." Jeez. Let's see. Pelts. Also, we did have a silver ingot that we had stolen. Interesting. Let's see. Display museum would be next. I'm gonna go store those Dragon Priest masks. A little lag there. I guess I give it to her.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on.
Alright, Volsung. And Henverat. Mask of Clavicus Vile. That's one of those, I want to put the Nadochi in here. As well as, his staff. Let's see. I don't know, it's filling up all these weapons racks in here. Jeez. Actually, I might have just filled them all up. Holy damn, I did. Ah. Crazy. Yeah, that's all of them. Well, that sucks. Did those daggers stay over here? They did. Wonder if I could leave a staff on one of these things here. And if it would stay. all of our dread weapons. Alright, back to the basement. Now sit down to the light. Well, we could use the teleporter back there, couldn't we? Damn. Well, no, because I have to drop off some ingredients first. Then we go to the library. Pretty sure it's for Full Metal Alchemist. Let's see if I don't have those enchantments or not from the stuff I took from Jordas. Ring of Health. That's interesting. Yeah, I must already have that. So, let's head to the library and then we'll call it at that. Still got food all over the place. I gotta wait for Jordas and... oh, there. Get over to Jordas, you got a bunch of books I need to take from her.
I've got your back. I am at your command. Let's get going then.
Starting to look like a library now. All these books everywhere. Since I can still put 3 up there. Oh, it's a quest item, that's why. The Royal Journal of Lathwain Evanhart, Volume 3. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. So, hope you enjoyed the videos. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below in the comment section. And if you haven't done that yet already, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel. And I will see you next time.